Hello students, today we will discuss about the derivative control like we have discussed about the proportional and integral control. In derivative control we have taken the same example that we have taken in proportional and integral control. In derivative control we have taken same example. There is a tank filled with the fluid, same float, but the only change is that instead of taking the hydraulic servo motor we have taken a box in which there is a cylinder, piston, and the cylinder is filled with the oil. So when the level of the tank starts changing, as we have taken the variable x, that shows the movement of the float when the contained by the tank is level of the fluid contained by the tank is downward or upward direction, so the float moves up or down. Simultaneously there is a proportional force applied on the cylinder piston, so piston starts moving in the oil, and there is a comparative force generated by the spring towards proportional to this force, that is the proportional force created by the float. So by the comparing these both forces, there is a equivalent force generated y movement, and that y open or close the valve, so the input flow of the fluid into the tank will be controlled. So the final set point or the set point we want to achieve in this problem, the set point is the level of the tank. So we want a stable level of the water into the tank. So to maintain or the set point or the level of the tank, the corresponding action will be generated by the float to the piston, cylinder and oil, and it is again generate a output y, and that is control the valve. Now the question is how derivative control works. In proportional, the valve controlled by proportional force. In integral, it is controlled by the integrated force generated by the hydraulic servo motor. In derivative control, because this piston does not move proportional to the, this y is not directly proportional to the force generated by the float, but this y is generated by the comparative force. First, the float movement is directly proportional generate a force on the piston, because piston is filled outside filled with the oil, so there is a damping force created inside, and because of that spring and the damping force there is a corresponding movement generated by this system, and that is proportional to the dx by dt. It means the y output that is given to the valve is the derivative of the x. It means जितनी ज़्यादा वैल्यू रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ एक्स की होगी, जितनी ज़्यादा रेट से एक्स का मूवमेंट होगा, चाहे वो नीचे की तरफ हो या ऊपर की तरफ, उतना ज़्यादा फोर्स क्रिएट होगा यहाँ पर वाल्व को ओपन और क्लोज करने के लिए. दिस इज द डेरिवेटिव एक्शन. सो वाई इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू द डी एक्स बाई डी टी. So y is proportional to the dx by dt, and y equals to k2 dx by dt, or y equals to k2 dx. D stands for d by dt, x is the rate of change of the float, and k2 is a constant. Now like we have studied in the integral system is used with the proportional, so we can use this derivative control with the proportional control, so that is called PD, proportional cum derivative control.